What is up guys, Jarv here, back today jumping into Destiny. We are back with another This Week in Destiny, giving you the full breakdown for the up and coming week. This week sees the continuation of the Game2Give charity campaign. We have a full breakdown of all the weekly rituals, lost sectors, seasonal challenges, and so much more. So be sure to stick around and enjoy the video. If you do enjoy the video, be sure to leave a comment and rating down below. And remember to subscribe for more Destiny 2 content. We are well on our way to 200k, so make sure to hit that red button and ring that bell to ensure you don't miss an update. But without further delay guys, let's jump into the video. Another week and another This Week in Destiny. This week marks week 9 of Season of the Wish, and with that we have the continuation of the Game2Give charity campaign. This year is the 5th anniversary of this incredible charitable event. Now, Game2Give helps support the Bungie Foundation, which provide humanitarian efforts, as well as the iPad for Kids program. This campaign alone has raised over $20 million in 5 years, and as part of this year's event, I'm a featured creator. I have my own campaign as part of this event, where you can earn incredible legacy emblems, the Universal Current emblem, and via my campaign page, you can also pick up raffle tickets for the Star Splash emblem, which is one of the most desirable emblems in the campaign. Now, if you haven't checked out Game2Give already, make sure to do so, and I'll leave the link to my campaign down in the video description below. Now from here we're going to move on to the featured raid challenge for the Crota's End raid. This week's challenge is called Equal Vessels and takes place over at the Ear-Ute encounter. Now for this, all 6 players must rotate the Chalice of Light buff in the same order throughout the entire fight. Now the quickest and easiest way to do this is to have a set rotation. We normally use the roster, and as soon as you start the next phase of the fight, we'll take the Chalice of Light and rotate this through all the players in that particular order. Naturally, you still need to make sure you have enough enlightened players, and once you do and everyone's had the chalice, then this can be placed in the pedestal down below, which you'll see when you enter the encounter. Now if you and your team can pull this off, you'll gain access to an additional raid chest, complete a raid challenge, and also bag some additional raid loot. Now speaking of raids, this moves us on to the featured raid and dungeon content for week 9. This week's featured raid is the Garden of Salvation. Now this is one of the only raids that is still awaiting an update. All weapons in this raid are still not craftable, but with that being said, as the featured raid, all the challenges are at least available. So if you are still looking to earn your Enlightened seal, then this will be the week to do it. Now, as for the featured dungeon, we see the Spire of the Watcher return. Now Spire is a Vex dungeon that takes place over on Mars and is a great source for Artifice armor. Artifice armor gives you a free stat boost, so even if you don't have a full armor set, getting at least a class item will be a great benefit to you. As well as the armor, you have unique weapons, and you'll also find that Spire is the home to the Hierarchy of Needs, the incredible exotic bow. Now next up we're going to move on to the featured exotic mission, and this week's mission is the Vox Obscura. Now this exotic mission launched back in the Witch Queen, so you will need to either own that expansion or Season of the Risen in order to access it. Now this is the home to the Dead Messenger, the first exotic wave grenade launcher, which is now craftable. Now alongside that, you also have weapons and armor from Season of the Risen 2, including Explosive Personality, Recurrent Impact, Under Your Skin, Sweet Sorrow, Thoughtless, Peace of Mind, and that's all alongside the Tusked Allegiance armor set. Now these can all drop during the course of the activity when you complete it, and these even have a chance to drop as Deep Sight Resonance versions. So if you are still earning weapon patterns, then this could be your best chance to get your hands on them. Now from here we're going to move on to Dares of Eternity in the 30th anniversary pack activity. Alongside the Scatterhorn armor set from Forsaken, we see the return of the Pathfinder armor set from Season of the Lost. Naturally, with Season of the Lost armor, we do have all the Season of the Lost weapons too, including Fractathist, Chrysaria Mellow, Vulpecula, Wolf-Toned Roar, Iota Draconis, Canis Major, Contingency Plan, alongside the Legal Action 2, Outrageous Fortune, Steel Sybil Z14, and the Spoiler Alert Sidearm. Now again, these can drop during the activity or when you complete it, and as well as that you can hand in strange coins over at the Star Horse over in the Treasure Hoard. Now from here we're going to move on to the weekly rituals, and this week we see the return of the Hypernet Current as the Nightfall and Grandmaster Nightfall for week 9. Now this launched back in Lightfall, and whilst the strike is fairly straightforward, the boss encounter can be a fairly tricky one. But if you and your team can pull this off, especially as a Grandmaster with a Platinum medal, then you'll be able to get your hands on the Nightfall exclusive reward, and this is the Pre-Astrionax 4 Legendary Bow. Now moving on to the Crucible, this week sees Zone Control alongside Elimination as featured Crucible rotators. With Iron Banner still being on hiatus, we do still see Trials of Osiris return over the course of the weekend, and to support those Crucible modes we do also see bonus Crucible ranks all week long. It's a perfect opportunity to earn some quick Crucible rank ups. So if you are still looking to earn the ritual weapon for this season, or even the ornament if you're still knocking out those challenges, then this would be a great week to do it. Now next up we're going to move on to the Lost Sectors for week 9. This week's Lost Sector starts off over in the Bay of Drowned Wishes and will be offering exotic chest pieces. On Wednesday you can head over to the Chamber of Starlight for a chance at exotic helmets, with Thursday being found over in Perdition, which will be offering exotic boots. And with the return of Trials on Friday, you can choose to head over to the Bunker E15 for a shot at those exotic gauntlets. Over the weekend, you can head over to Concealed Void for a chance at exotic chest pieces, or the Thriller Drome on Sunday for another shot at exotic helmets. And we'll round out the week over in the Guided Precept for another chance at those exotic boots. Now again, be sure to plan your week accordingly if you're still earning those exotics. And remember, each day is also possible to earn world drop weapons. So if there are god rolls that you're choosing to chase, then again, plan your week accordingly. And if you want to check out this calendar in full for yourself, make sure to do so over in Today in Destiny. And I'll leave the link to that down in the video description below. Now to round us out for the week, we're going to head over to the seasonal challenges. And there are just 6 challenges for week 9. The first is called Dragon's Defender 6. So here you need to defeat targets with pulse or scout rifles, and you'll gain additional progress from Guardian Final Blows and Final Blows within Riven's Lair and the Coil activity. That's followed by Lost in the Legend, and here you need to complete a Lost Sector on Legend difficulty or higher. Next we have Over Specialized. For this you need to get Final Blows with weapons in the energy slot whilst in a ritual activity, and you'll earn extra progress for defeating Guardians. That's followed by Eyeing Iron. So here you need to complete Crucible matches, and you'll earn bonus progress for Iron Banner and for victories. And naturally, Iron Banner isn't available this week. Next we have Ultimate Champion, and here you need to defeat champions in the Nightfall Strike on Hero difficulty or higher, and you'll earn extra progress at higher difficulty tiers. And the final challenge for this week is called Calibrate Close Range, and here you need to calibrate close ranged weapons, such as sidearms, submachine guns, shotguns, glaives and swords. And again, you'll earn extra progress for defeating Guardians. So there we have it guys, a good look on everything that you can expect for week 9 in Season of the Wish. If you've enjoyed this video, be sure to check out one of the 2 videos you see here in these cards for more Destiny 2 content. And if you want to keep up to date with everything to do with Destiny 2, then be sure to hit subscribe as well. I'm going to pick up the game as always guys, and I will catch you all again very soon.